have a sleeping baby.
It's shite.
Hey guys, it's Leah
and Ollie,
and today we're going to be doing a Q&A for you guys.
So we asked you lot on TikTok for some questions.
So let's get into it.
Alright, the first one. What is your tip for making a relationship last? It's a hard one. There's like many things to it. But the main, I would say, I don't know actually.
The main one is definitely trust and space. When we were younger, we struggled with giving each other space a lot.
But we really didn't even give each other space.
No, we didn't. We were very bad at that.
I think maybe, obviously it gets hard sometimes, but if you really do love each other, you kind of just gotta
push through it.
Yeah, just keep going. And also, it works itself out eventually. Not saying we've ever had, like, it's never been rough, has it?
No, but
you know, when you bicker
there's been
sometimes.
rough patches, but you get through them.
And now look at us.
If you really love each other, then you'll just push through them, and there'll always be a way out and a way to make things better. So basically, just trust the process.
Wise words of Leah. The next one is, what is one thing you'd say to someone that is worried about becoming a young parent? Same thing. It works itself out.
Yeah, literally.
We're big believers in
everything happens for a reason. Basically, if this is what you want, like if you're happy about it, obviously, but you're also scared, then literally just, again, trust the process. And if it's something that you want to happen, then you're going to be excited for it.
And especially being a young parent, you get people saying, oh, you're going to ruin your life. And
that's another thing, actually. You need to not listen to all of that. I didn't listen to anything, and look at me now. Everyone that told me, oh, it's going to be so hard, now looks at me and tells me that we've done so well. So yeah, just ignore people and all the negativity, because you know what you can put your mind to, basically. If you put your mind to it and you really want to be good parents, you will be good parents.
That is it.
How do you balance things in the house as a young family? For example, things like washing up or tidying the house. We've got a good routine, guys. We've got a very good routine. So whenever, for example, yesterday we didn't have Bo. She stayed at my dad's house for the day and last night because he doesn't see her very often. So when we have days like that, we do a massive deep clean of the flat, which obviously we don't get to do when we have Bo because we don't have as much time on our hands.
We'll clean up throughout the week, but not a proper deep clean,
like scrubbing and mopping and stuff. But when we do have Bo, in the evenings, the best thing that I can explain is in the evenings, we have a routine where it's usually me that gets her to sleep, Ollie baths her, and then he cooks food while I'm getting her to sleep, and then I usually wash up and do the bottles.
But sometimes we'll switch it around. Like, we look at it like, if a person does this and the other person's doing something else, so you always want to try and make sure you're both doing something
like even amounts, basically,
and not just sitting down doom scrolling, basically.
Yeah,
which we do
basically, just share out the chores. What is something you didn't know about becoming parents until you was? One thing that I didn't know was about bottle teat sizes. I didn't know that you were meant to up the sizes. At first, when someone told me you're meant to change them, I thought it was because they were getting bigger for their mouth and the old teat might be too small for them to suck on correctly. But it's actually because... Do you mind? It's actually because the whole of the teat gets bigger each teat size as it goes up. So Bo started on a 0 and we realised that she was falling asleep while she was drinking her bottles. So then we upped her to a 1, and then the same thing was happening. She wasn't finishing her bottles, kept falling asleep, so we upped her to a 2.
But every time you up it, they will like choke on it because they're not used to it.
Well, not choke, but they'll cough.
Like,
and I accidentally took home another baby's bottle from nursery without realising, and it was a size 3. And I was thinking, why every time I give Bo this one particular bottle is she like spitting it up, and she just couldn't suck on it properly. She kept ungrasping.
That was recently, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was really recently. And then I looked at the teat size and I was like, how the hell have I got a size 3? And I realised I brought the wrong one home. So yeah, that is one thing that I didn't know.
What's one thing that I didn't know? I was trying to think of something, but I honestly can't think of anything that I didn't know. Like, I think there's a lot of things that you don't really know fully, but you kind of learn it as you go.
Exactly. So next question, what's your reaction to Leah being pregnant? So we actually found out at the same time. I took a pregnancy test and we just both looked at it at the same time.
I started jumping around.
Ollie started jumping, I was laughing, and I was like, oh my gosh. And Ollie's mum was in the next room, and we were like, oh, do we tell her?
And we just couldn't hold it in, so we didn't tell her.
And also we were living with her on the boat at the time. That's another thing, if you're new watching us, we actually used to live on a houseboat. What do you both do for work?
So I'm still an apprentice at the moment, to be honest. I do air conditioning, so basically work on them, fix them, put them in. But I'm actually really good at it now, so.
Next year he qualifies, which will be good. And I work in childcare.
Yeah, I would have been qualified already, but I decided to go to like 6th form. I wish I just went to college straight away. But it all works out eventually, doesn't it?
And also working in childcare works out for us because we get a huge discount. What age did you move out? Both 20. We literally moved out 3 days after I turned 20, and that's the place that we're in now.
For anyone that wants to move out, like at our age, I wouldn't recommend it. It's so expensive. Like, it's ridiculous.
If you're private renting, yeah.
It's ridiculous. If you can save your parents and save money, 100% do that. Even if you have a child and they're okay with you staying there, 100% do it.
How did both families react when you announced your pregnancy? So my mum was not happy at the time. She loves Bo now though, and they have the best bond ever. My dad, on the other hand, was so excited as soon as I told him. Everyone else was kind of just like go with the flow.
My family, my mum loved it. My dad was happy as well. Like, everyone was just happy, really. The best thing you can ask for, to be honest, is a supportive family.
I think the main reason why my mum was not as happy as everyone else is because I'm the daughter, I'm the one carrying the baby. If anything goes wrong, she's the one that I'm going to end up falling back on. Next question, favourite hobby?
We don't actually have hobbies.
Well, my only hobby is TikTok.
And at the moment, you're getting into walking.
Walking, yeah. And I'm doing 100 miles. I'm walking 100 miles in May for breast cancer.
And you've applied for the marathon?
I've applied for the London Marathon because I do want to get into running. I'm only going to take it seriously if I do get in, which I find out in July. But this month in May, I'm walking 100 miles for breast cancer throughout the entire month. And I think I've walked 36 miles so far. So if you'd like to donate, the link is in my TikTok bio, I'm pretty sure.
Or we can put it in the description on this one. And also, I used to love riding bikes as like a kid. Not a kid, teenager. So I want to buy a new mountain bike and like hit the trails and stuff and kind of learn that.
Biggest dreams. So my biggest dream is to become a stay-at-home mum.
Want to go to the moon. But my I biggest dream is to have a big house, big family and nice things. But job-wise, I want to start my own little company.
How tall are you both?
6'2".
No, you're not.
No, 5'11", I think.
Literally just under 6 foot.
Yeah, with shoes on 6 foot, but I say 5'11" to be honest. 5'11".
I'm 5'5", I think.
Actually, let's measure me right now. Right, we have to check this. Heels to the back.
Wait.
This is life changing.
Move.
Yeah, right. I'm 6 foot.
Well, guys, I have a 6 foot boyfriend. I never thought I'd say that. He was smaller than me when I met him.
Now my life's completed, it feels like. All right, next one.
How many kids would you both like?
It's either 2 or 4.
Yeah, we both want 4 in a dream world, but realistically, if we can't move out of a 1-bed, 2-bed, then 2 kids, then we'll stop. The only way that we'd go past 2 kids is if we have the money to, and if we're in a bigger place, because it wouldn't be fair.
If I may ask, sir and madam, I've got 2 questions. One, was she planned or was it a happy accident? We'll answer that one first. So,
she technically was planned. It was kind of if it happens,
she was planned, but we're not going to go into that really.
Yeah.
But Bo was planned, yeah.
Has she taken OliAndLeah's surname? She's taken Ollie's surname.
Bish.
It's my turn next. When will be the question? So guys, that's actually every single question that you guys have asked us on TikTok. So we're going to end the video there.
Sorry if it was boring, but we kind of needed to get a video out.
And also, it will help you get to know us a bit more before we start posting more content. We also really, really need you guys to comment as many ideas as you can for YouTube, because that is what we struggle with. We do spend the day with me's all the time on TikTok, which is why we've ended up doing that on YouTube as well, but obviously just more in depth. So we need more ideas so that it's not just the exact same stuff and people get bored. But thank you so much for watching.
Please like and subscribe, and we will catch you in another one.
Bye guys.
Bye guys.